Hey guys, it's Justine and I have my book unboxing for the month of May. I know it's the end of May and this is almost late, but we're gonna do all three of them at once and we'll do a box versus box. So I have Owlcrate, Litcube, and Uppercase. So we're just gonna do a battle of the boxes. We're gonna start with Uppercase. And all of these are around the same price. They're around like 30 bucks a month. And then plus shipping. I live in Canada, so it costs a little bit more money to get them to me. But I think it's worth it. Alright, so it always, like, Uppercase always comes in like this mailer, but then it's actually in an Uppercase bag each month, so I really like that. But now I have an abundance of them. Oh, there's always a note here. I'm going to try to find it. From Lisa, the curator. So it tells you what the box includes, and it has a handwritten note. Hi, Justine. The power to overcome fear can be a long, tough journey, and that's what makes this story so relatable. The relationships and positive portrayal of therapy create a thoughtful, moving narrative about control and letting go. Happy reading, Lisa. So I just think that's like a really cute touch. The first thing I'm pulling out is the picture of Earl Grey. Novelties tea. Yay! So it looks like this, and I love Earl Grey. So it's organic. Oh, the picture of Earl Grey. So sorry, it's not Earl Grey. Organic jasmine green tea with a rose blended bergamot to radiate hedonism and beauty, and wait for your reflections eternally. So it's like a jasmine green tea, Earl Grey black tea, rose petals, natural flavors. So that's cool. And then there's also Dawn Quick's tea was one of the other flavors. So I think that's cool. It's a loose tea. I do have little things. I love tea. I don't drink coffee, so I'm super glad it was tea. Oops. Life is a risk. Girl against the universe. Oh, that might have just been a spoiler, but I got this little sticker, I think. I feel like it's a sticker, yes. And then you always get, well, you didn't always get it, but you get it now. It's a bookmark that tells you kind of little hints and extras. So if you're like, it tells you a page number and then a code to put in, and you put it in on the website, and then it gives you little extras. So I really like that part. That's one of my favorite things about Litcube. Or Litcube Uppercase. One of my favorite things about Uppercase. And then we have some postcards, I think. Yes. Whole schwack of them. So, greetings from paradise. This one's cool. It's like a fantasy one. Okay, they're all exactly the same. So we have 5 of the same postcard. So, greetings from paradise. And it has like a Hobbit thing, and like the Statue of Liberty, and Divergent, and I don't know what the rest are. It looks like Hagrid's little house, and like Hogwarts, and then it's like the caterpillar. And I want to say that, like, I don't really know what this one is right there. I was going to say Hunger Games, but I don't know. And that one, it just like kind of looks like Daughter and Smoke of Bone, but I don't actually know because I haven't actually read that book or know what their city looks like. Oops. But yeah, so postcards. And then we have another Girl Against the Universe, Paula Stokes. I think this is just like a bookmark or some little swag. And then there is another bookmark, Lydia Bennett, Pride and Peppermint, a playful blend of bold peppermint tea inspired by Jane Austen's classics, coming soon to Kickstarter. Oh, so this is from Novelties. So I'm going to go check them out because I have like backed a bunch of Kickstarter projects and I like tea. And if they're cute and funny like that, then yeah, I'm obviously going to back them. So the book is Girl Against the Universe by Paula Stokes. I have never heard of this book or seen this book talked about. So that's all. Like, I mean, that's good. I like that it introduces you into new books. So we'll just read the inside if I can. Oh, and it's signed. That's sweet. So she signed everyone's book. That's crazy. Thank you. Maguire is bad luck. No matter how many charms she buys off the internet or good luck rituals she performs, each morning horrible things happen when Maguire is around. Like the time the roller coaster jumped off its tracks, or the time the house next door caught on fire, or that time her brother, father, and uncle were all killed in a car crash and Maguire walked away with barely a scratch. It's safest for McGuire to hide out in her room, where she can cause less damage and avoid new people who she could hurt. But then she meets Jordy, an aspiring tennis star. Jordy is confident, talented, and lucky, and he's convinced he can help McGuire break her unlucky streak. McGuire knows that the best thing she can do for Jordy is to stay away, but it turns out staying away is harder than she thought. So, that sounds cute. It sounds like it's going to be like a cute little love story. So, that was all that I got in my Uppercase. And, yeah, I mean, I'm actually, like, not gonna lie, most excited about the tea, because it's just, like, that's a book I've never heard of. So, I mean, there's not really much hype surrounding it. I'm sure it'll be a good book to read. But yeah, I'm excited about the tea. And then we'll move on to Litcube. This, again, is like, I think it's $30 a month. It's more for me because of shipping. Litcube is one that I've been with since the beginning, but I'm considering canceling because they just haven't really been up to par. They've been sending like book outlet books in their subscription, and that's not really cool with me. So I just giving them a few more months. I've been with them for about a year, and it's just like, it breaks my heart that I'm gonna cancel, but it's like, if it's not worth it, why am I keeping it? So first look, so you just have the little card. So the card is changed because it used to be a lot bigger and it would have like little pictures of everything. So I do actually like the smaller card. It tells you what's in here. So the first thing I see is a shirt, and it's very soft. It says, "You're entirely bonkers, but I'll tell you a secret. All the best people are." So that's kind of like it's like obviously Alice in Wonderland, but I think it just, instead of saying everyone's mad or whatever, it says bonkers, but maybe that's from the original book. I don't know. I don't remember. But this is Alice in Wonderland themed, I'm assuming. Oh yes. Through the Looking Glass, Litcube, May 2016. So I always send this collector little card, and that's like one of my favorite parts because I do really like them. And then, yes, there's a cookie, and it says "Eat Me," and it's so pretty, and it's made from scratch by Steph. She has it's sweetsbysteph.com. Oh my god, we're gonna take a bite of this because I love cookies. Seriously, like, sugar cookies with icing are like my favorite, and it does have a little list of everything that's in it. Well, mine looks like it's a little bit burnt actually, but I'll forgive her. It's only on like one part that it's like burnt. I can't get into it. Ugh. So, or not really, well, it's a little dark, but we'll see. Doesn't even matter. Tastes so good. And then we have a Litcube exclusive little bag. Alice in Wonderland, Lewis Carroll. So it looks like that. So that was kind of another reason why they were angering me a little bit, is because they were spending all their money making like Litcube exclusive things and spending less money on the book, but it's a book subscription, so I care more about the book than I do about the other things. Okay, then we have this cute little bookmark, which is also Alice. Starinmypocket.net by Star Mezemi. Really cute. Curious and Curiouser by Stargirl. This print, which is really cute as well. And we have another one, We're All Mad Here, as well, by this Stargirl person. And then there's a piece of paper. Oh, a ginormous piece of paper from the author of the book. Hello, Litcube readers. If I'm honest, Alice Takes Back Wonderland started as a comedy. Just think of the title. It's ludicrously silly, and I started with the idea of Alice with a Uzi. Yeah, I think that's a sword. And then I throw in Peter Pan, Snow White for good measure. Have them take on monsters and all sorts of crazy things. And then I realized the story was so packed it didn't have enough room for the comedy. And that I really just wanted to write what sounded like a fun story. But what really made the book click with me wasn't the insanity of it, which I made sure to dial up as much as possible. The story came together when I made it deeply personal. Like my version of Alice, I was forcibly given behavioral modification medications that dulled my brain. In essence, these meds took the wonder out of me. It was only when I embraced storytelling and the wonderfully childish tales I grew up with that I was able to gain the courage to stop taking the medication and regain my own wonder. Many revisions of the Alice tale revolve around her evading madness, regaining her own sanity, but for me, it was the rejection of rigid sanity that allowed me to live my life freely. So I flipped the narrative. Alice is evading sanity for madness, and presenting this as a good thing might be just something new and wonderful, and maybe something missed from the original story. It was my wife who came up with the concept of Pinocchio. He is by far my favorite character, and the one people remember most. I wanted each fairy tale to have their own deeply personal story that also helped Alice recover her own sense of self, and I decided to throw in as many fairy tales as possible because I thought that would be mad, and this certainly is a mad tale. Expressing the story through the guise of Alice has been a thrilling journey, and for all of its fantasy, it still feels like the same journey I took as well. That's why I'm overjoyed so many people have liked this book, and I hope you do too. And if you find yourself no longer mad, feel free to return to those wonderful tales as I once did, and you'll find that we're all still mad here. So that's cool. So I really like that. I like that it kind of explains why and how and all that stuff. So the book is Alice Takes Back Wonderland by David D. Hammonds. I love this cover. It's beautiful. So, after 10 years of being told she can't tell the difference between real life and a fairy tale, Alice finally stops believing in Wonderland. So when the White Rabbit shows up at her house, Alice thinks she's going crazy. Only when the White Rabbit kicks her down the rabbit hole does Alice realize that the magical land she visited as a child is real. But all is not well in Wonderland. The Ace of Spades has taken over Wonderland and is systematically dismantling all that makes it wonderful. Plain is replacing wondrous, logic is replacing magical, and reason is destroying madness. Alice decides she must help the Mad Hatter and all those fighting to keep Wonderland wonderful. But how can she face such danger when she's just a girl? Alice must journey across the stars to unite an army. She discovers that fairy tales are real in the magical world beyond the rabbit hole. But they are not the fairy tales she knows. Fairy tales have dangers and adventures of their own, and Alice must overcome the trials of these old stories if she wants to unite the lands against Ace. So that sounds awesome. This is by Curiosity Quills Press, so I feel it's like an indie book, which that's the main reason I really liked Litcube at the beginning, because they sent indie books, and then they didn't, and then, yeah. So, and then last thing is another Through the Looking Glass. I want to say it's like a compact, so it looks like this. And it is! It's like a compact. So, yeah, so, I mean, I'll tell you the values. So the readable Alice Takes Back Wonderland is valued at $18.99. Wearable, $19.95. Snackable, $2.50. Other goodies, so the makeup bag is $12.99. Pocket mirror is $8.99. The art print is $12.99, and the bookmark is $3.25. So the book, I feel like, is overpriced, but it is an indie book, so you have to take that into consideration, because usually that's probably what I would pay for a hardcover, brand new, not a paperback. T-shirt, yeah, I'd pay $20 for a t-shirt. Makeup bag, $10. Was that how much it was? It was $12. Yeah, I mean, like, everything's reasonably priced. The cookie, I would obviously want, like, a dozen. But yeah, so I mean, like, it's not bad. Like, this one I like much better than the other one's. June's is like the Roaring 20s, so I'm hoping that it's something that's gonna blow my mind and not be another flop, and then that'll kind of be like the telltale if I'm gonna keep it or not. And lastly, we have Owlcrate. I'll just grab it. We have Owlcrate, which is the one that I started with. It's kind of like the most well-rounded, and they're from Canada, so obviously they get bonus points. But it is in American dollars, and they do drive across the border and ship out of the States, just in case. So I do still get it later than I would if they'd ship out of Canada. So first look, looks like this. And I forgot, this month is steampunk. And I'm so excited, because I love steampunk. I just did a steampunk plan with me in my planner, and it was wicked. Yeah, so we'll not spoil ourselves. I got some wormies. Put them away. Okay, so the first thing I see is Wicked. It's a Steamworks steampunk apparel and accessories, and it's like a brooch or a pin, but it's like poking out. But how cool is that? I would totally dress steampunk, but I feel like it's a lot of work and probably expensive, but it's wicked. Espionage Cosmetics steampunk nail wraps, which are also awesome. I can't wear nail polish and stuff at work, but those are cool, so maybe I'll just save them like for Comic-Con and go all steampunky. Then we have something from the Crystal Compass, which I'm pretty sure we got something from them in, I want to say, Landfall Freight, and it was like a arrow necklace, I think. And this one is a key necklace, and you can use the code Owlcrate for 50% off. Holy. So, or like a skeleton key, so that's also cool. I really like skeleton keys. I think that they're like neat. Okay. Then we have a print, Berry, 1860 to 1937. Is it like J.M. Barrie? Because it looks like there's like a Robin Hood, but then there's like a clock. Oh, duh, not Robin Hood, Peter Pan. It's a Peter Pan print. Stupid me, because J.M. Barrie wrote Peter Pan. Hello. So that's cool. And then the book. Oh, and there's something else. Okay, hold on. Let me get these worms out of the way, and then, because I don't want to ruin the print by squashing it. Okay, this is, oh, the theme of the June box is royalty. Flip for a sneak peek. So if you don't want a sneak peek, turn away, but I'm pretty sure they already put it on Insta. But you will receive some magnetic bookmarks. Those ones are so cute. That doesn't actually show you what they are. Those are just like random ones. Like a piece of poop and a toilet paper. That's hilarious. Okay, and the book, oh god, is Everland by Wendy Spinelli. So we'll open up. There's always like extra little goodies about the book as well. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. If I don't aspirate on my own saliva. Okay, there are some metallic tattoos, woo, that are steampunky. And then there's a note from the author. So I'm going to read this. I think we always get one, but I'll read this one too. Dear Owlcrate readers, hello, I'm so thrilled to share Everland with you. We've all heard the story of Peter Pan, but this is a twist on the classic childhood story with darker deeds, higher stakes, and a reimagining of the original characters and some steampunk elements thrown in for fun. Oh, and kissing. Not the thimble kind. Confession. When I was a kid, I was 110% certain the book Peter Pan and Wendy was written about me, so imagine my surprise when I grew up and really should have listened to Peter. And found out that my mother certainly did name me Wendy from J.M. Barrie's story. That right there seems enough of a reason to write a retelling of Peter Pan and Wendy. But there's more. 18 years after my mother gave me my name, I found myself wondering as a character actress at Disneyland in Anaheim, California, are working. Needless to say, I fell in love with all things fairy tale, make-believe, and of course Peter Pan. What's even more exciting is that there's more beyond Everland. As you're reading this, I am working on the next book, bringing in brand new characters to our Everland cast through their journey of survival and love. I hope you enjoy Everland. Wendy Spinelli. So that's nice. This book, it's like matte. I hate the matte, but like look at how pretty it is. I like her little wings. Gorgeous. It has deckled pages. So yeah, book one. So London has been destroyed in a blitz of bombs and disease. The only ones who have survived the destruction and the outbreak of a deadly virus are children. Among them, 16-year-old Gwen Darling and her younger siblings, Joanna and Mikey. Or Mickey? Mikey. They spend their nights scavenging and their days avoiding deadly marauders. The German army, led by cutthroat Captain Hans Otto Oswald Kretschmer. Unsure if the virus has spread past England's borders, but desperate to leave, Captain Hook is on the hunt for a cure, which he thinks can be found in one of the surviving children. He and his marauders stalk the streets, snatching children for experimentation. None ever return, until one day when they grab Joanna. Gwen will stop at nothing to get her sister back, but as she sets out, she crosses paths with a daredevil named Pete. Pete offers the assistance of his gang of lost boys and the fierce sharpshooter Bella, who have all been living in a city hidden underground, but in a place where help has a steep price and every promise is bound by blood, and it might cost Gwen more than she's bargained for. And are Gwen, Pete, and the Lost Boys and Bella enough to outsmart the ruthless Captain Hook? Sounds wicked. I love retelling, so now that's wicked because I have 2 retellings. And then just like a contemporary, maybe? So yeah, that's all that I got in my Uppercase, Litcube, and Owlcrate. Let me know which one you guys think is the winner this month. I think it just depends more on like book and kind of what you're looking for, because I like that Uppercase has the tea, and I do like a good contemporary. That's usually what I read to get out of my funk if I'm reading other things. Litcube, I do again like that it's a retelling of Alice, and I like the cookie, and I like that it was all a theme. The steampunk, I like, I'm most excited I think for this book, to be honest with you, but the kind of extras weren't as exciting as they have been in the past. But yeah, so I'll link all the stuff down below if I remember, and let me know what you guys think, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye!